All right. So to get started in Command, the first thing you need to do is go to or open Google Chrome. If you do not have Google Chrome as a browser, you do need to download it. And the reason is Command is built on the Google platform, so everything is designed to work optimally in Google Chrome. You can access Command through Safari or Firefox or Internet Explorer. However, you'll run into random roadblocks where things just don't work or stop working or don't load, and it's because it's not built for that browser. So highly recommend that you use Google Chrome. And then when you're in Google Chrome, go to agent.kw.com. And this is going to take you to the login screen. And then you're going to log in with the same username and password that you would for the Kelly app, for mykw.kw.com. And all this information, if you have any questions, let me know about your login or Amy, and we can get that to you. So I'm going to log in. And now we are in the Command home screen. So before we get started, kind of want to talk through our plan for this morning. We're going to start up here in the top left-hand corner and kind of walk through everything heading towards the right, and then we'll end up over here. So we'll go through all the main layouts, information, as well as how to update your home screen so you can personalize it for the information that is most important to you. As I'm going through the training this morning, please interrupt me with any questions. You can unmute yourself, ask me in the chat box, and I'll also stop periodically to see if there are any questions that I can answer. All right, so to getting started, up here in the top right-hand corner, we have this red square with the white KW logo. You can click on that, and that is going to expand the menu on the left. So that way you can see what all the different applets are. And click on it again to minimize it, click to expand. Just there, so that way if you're ever curious as you roll your mouse over any of the icons, which icon is which applet, you can just click on this to expand the menu. To the right of that is Command, which is the system that we are in now. Command is the CRM that Keller Williams has built, manages all your database. You can also use Command for your drip campaigns, Facebook ads, setting up marketing and designs. To the right of Command is Connect. So I'm going to click on Connect, and this is going to take me to the new and work in progress Connect. So we have kwconnect.com that you can go to, and there's a ton of information. Connect within the Command system is kind of set up to be similar to what we use KWFA Mission Control for, kind of a Facebook chat, post information, share information with our office, as well as any other groups that we're a part of. So you can see here, if you were to log in, it should automatically have you connected to the Atlanta Sandy Springs office, and then also as a part of the Southeast. And you can click between the two different groups, and it will show you all the different information or posts that people have made. So this is the Southeast. You could, if you wanted to share something across the entire region, let's go back to Sandy Springs. In Connect, you can post open houses, new listings, anything like that. You can see here that Julie's posted a new listing here. Ben has posted one here. So just another great place that you can get that information out. And you can use this as a tool in your listing presentations to say, hey, I have a database of 500 plus agents for my office, and I can connect with them immediately through KW Connect. Let me come back to Connect Home. All right. The last thing I want to point out over here is in the top right-hand corner, there is a link to the existing kwconnect.com. So you can click on that, come here, and this is where you can find a library of resources, marketing materials, all of the recorded KWRI classes, So I'm going to scroll down. It shows us all the different classes that they have going on this week, which looks like it's not loading. Let's do allow all. But this is how you can get to KW Connect. All right. Well, I'll click on demand videos and let's hope something loads. So here are all the trainings that KWRI has done in the last couple months. Once COVID started, KWRI really went heavy on providing a lot of content and classes. So if there's ever anything that you are missing or have questions on, you can always come here to Connect to try to find that class.
Excuse me, Nick.
Yep.
Hey, how did you get to that screen? After doing the two, kind of the southeast and the other guy?
So click on the home button.
Okay.
If you're in the command window, click on the home when you're still in Connect, click on the home button. And that should take you to this screen here, which is just a timeline of all the posts. And this is a combination of all the groups that you're in. So First Atlanta and Southeast. And then over here in the top right-hand corner, you see welcome to the new Connect. And then you can click on this link here and it'll pop up into a new window.
Okay. Thank you.
I do want to point out that Connect is still very much a work in progress. It was launched at the same time as Command, but given that Command is business critical, the labs team is really focusing on making sure everything in Command is up and running and working optimally for everyone's business. And then they're going to get to Connect and continue to build that out since this is more of a support system. To the right of Connect, you can see my screen, it says Command MC. You don't have that in your Command because that's Command Market Center. And since I am a part of the office staff, I have access to a little bit more information. So you won't see that in yours. So I'm going to click back on Command so I can go back into my Command home screen. Moving along the top title bar, I'm going to scroll all the way over to the right, and you can see this icon of what looks like a little shot. And if I click on and you roll your mouse over, it says Marketplace. I'm going to click on this, and this is going to be the KW Marketplace. Command is built knowing that a lot of agents have a lot of different third-party programs that they like to use as a part of their business. And Keller Williams has gone ahead and made one-to-one relationships with those popular products and services so they can be naturally integrated into Command. So any type of leads that you have come in or any type of transaction software, something that you like, you can have that integrated to your Command. And you can come here to the marketplace to search for whatever those products are. So scrolling down here, you can see we have Command for agents. If you needed guided training, additional training, you can pay $99. Don't do that because you have me. But if you wanted to, you could do that here. Twilio, which is going to be the text messaging service, property-based leads, market leader. So you can see there's just a ton of different options here. Loop if you wanted to create or pay for an account. You can also go up here. You can search for all products by category. So if you wanted to, let's see what we have for lead gen. Here's all these next door neighborhood sponsorship, net sheet, market leader, leads by market leader, home jab. Let's see what else we have here. Loop, Hemlane. So just lots of different options, Brevity. So you can just go through here and see if there are any of the tools that you already use or would like to use and have this naturally integrated into the Command environment. Whenever you add any applications, you can come up here to the My Apps and you can see all the ones that you have subscribed to. So you can see here, I have Twilio, Earnest, Train the Trainer, and then there's just the setup guide here for settings. I'm going to close out of here. Any questions about Marketplace? All right. To the right of the Marketplace icon is this bell icon, and this is going to be your notification center. You can see here that mine shows a red dot, and that red dot lets me know that I have a new notification that I need to check. A notification is going to be anytime you have a new lead that comes into your system, or if you've received a text message response, Or let's say you've submitted your contract for compliance and Lynn and Alita have some comments or it's approved. This is going to let you know that that compliance event has been completed. So you can just click on that event and it's going to show you. You've got it, for me, I have a new message because last week I was doing a tutorial on text messaging and I can dismiss it. And now it shows that I'm all caught up and now I don't have any new messages. If you are logged into the Kelly app on your phone, you will simultaneously receive a notification here up in the top right-hand corner of command, as well as on your phone through the Kelly app. It's going to be the same information. And that way, if you're out and about, you can say, oh, perfect. Lynn approved my contract. Or, oh, great, I got a new lead. Let me give that person a call. To the right of notifications, you can see your name, and I've added a picture here, but it will just show your initials otherwise. I'm going to skip this for just a second, and we'll come back to it. The next thing I want to walk through is over here in the top right-hand corner is this circle with a question mark. And this is going to be very important. So we're going to spend a couple minutes here, but this is the help center. So whenever you have questions about anything in command, having any issues, you'll want to come here to the help and information center. The first option we have here are guided tours, which are new in the last couple months. And a guided tour is going to walk you through step-by-step exactly what's in each applet and how to use it. So you can click on guided tours and it should show you all the different guided tours that are here. I don't know why it's not showing any, but you can click on it. That's going to take you into that applet. All right, I don't know, that's not working properly, but benefits of live training. So guided tours, again, you'll see these throughout command as you start to play around. It shows up as a little purple icon and it'll say guided tour and you can click through and it'll give you an overview information. Below guided tours is KW, Keller Williams University. And KW University is a great place to go find information on anything command or connect related. So if you're curious, how do you create an opportunity or how do you send out a text message? And it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm asleep, come here to KW University. I would say probably 90% of the time, you will find an answer to your question or a solution to your problem within Keller Williams University. So you can just click here, Keller Williams University, and then you can start typing in whatever your problem is. So I'm going to type in opportunities. Let me spell it correctly. And then it's going to show me a whole list of different articles that are related to opportunities. Set it up client updates for your opportunities. Click on it, and it's going to give me all of this information step by step of what to do to set up my clients to receive opportunity updates. Now, if for whatever reason, I'm like, you know what, okay, this is great, but now I need to go into my opportunity and set it up. I can't have this window open over here within my command and update opportunities. Up here in the top right-hand corner, there's a little icon with a pop-out icon. If you click on that, that'll open up. Oh no, wrong one. Hold on, there's a place where you can actually click to open this article up. Oh no, I hope that they didn't get rid of it. So we can actually open up this article within Keller Williams University in a different browser tab. Oh, well, that looks like it is changed. I'm not seeing a link. So I'm just going to click this pop up here. And then I can just come over here and then again, type in opportunities. It's going to show me all the same articles. I can click here, set up your client updates for opportunities. And this is going to be that same information that's in command. So that way I could click back and forth between command and the KWU article and learn how to set up my clients. There's a ton of articles here within Keller Williams University. So check them out. Let me scroll back to the top. Let's go back to KW University. answers.kw. Here you can see they have it set up by command team, compliance and commission, compliance and frequently asked questions, marketplace, Kelly, Connect 2.0, my KW Connect, remember. So like, there's just a ton of information here. So just come check it out. I will say probably 90% of the time you'll be able to find what it is you're looking for here. Any questions about KW Connect? Or sorry, KW University? All right. Below Keller Williams University is chat with support. So if you are experiencing a technical issue that clearing your cache and cookies hasn't resolved, logging out and logging back in, or any other type of solution, and you still keep getting an error, come here to chat with support and you can leave a support ticket. So I want to let them know I'm having this issue. It needs to be fixed because it's something on the back end that the labs team can fix that I can't fix as a user. So I'm going to click chat with support. It's going to pop up this little window down here. It's kind of give me some chat bot options. Give it a second. You'll see here it kind of gives me 3 different options of some commonly asked questions. So labs is going to go ahead and try to say, hey, is this something that you can need help with? Because here's some information that we've already put together. But I'm going to say get in touch. And then it's going to give me 2 options to live chat and leave a message. Live chat is going to put you into a queue to chat back and forth with a live person in Austin. And they'll be able to walk you through whatever your issue is. Sometimes that line is, excuse me. Sometimes that line, that queue is 10, 15 minutes long. Sometimes it's an hour, hour and a half. So it really depends on your schedule. But I would actually recommend that you just leave a message, because leaving a message will create an email chain back and forth between you and the labs team that you can keep track of. So I would just click leave a message. And it's going to give me all these fields to fill in. Now, fill in as much of the information that you know as possible. So you can select your topic, and it's going to be around one of the different applets in the systems. So I'll say designs, experience, agent associate or associate experiencing issues. So let's put myself. How can we help you? You can explain the issue here. And then below here gives you the ability to attach 5 files. So if you are able to take a screenshot or even a Loom video of you trying to do whatever it is you're doing in command and getting that error, include those here, because the more information you're able to provide, the more likely the labs team will be able to replicate that issue and give you the proper solution. And then once you're done, click send, and then you will receive an email and your KW email saying, hey, your support ticket has been submitted, and then they will respond directly to that. And then if they have any, or if you have any feedback to that, then you can just click reply and just go back and forth through email. So I always recommend checking out, or I always recommend leaving a message. And then below the chat with support in the help and information center, we have post an idea. Command at its core was built for agents by agents. The labs team took tons of feedback from agents across the globe, some of the top producing teams, solo teams, and asked them, what would you, or solo agents, what would you use? What are the what different systems do you use? How can we combine those into one to streamline your business? So it's all about agents providing feedback. If you have an idea of something that would improve command, share that. You can come here to Keller Cloud Ideas and you can post a new idea and you can say, I have an idea for command, blah, 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 XYZ. I use this other system and it was really great. So if we could have that functionality in command, I think that would really improve the system. Or you can come here and you can search for ideas to see if someone else has already created that. And if someone has created that idea, then you can go and you can upvote that. So the more votes that an idea has, the more urgent, the labs team is going to look into that idea and start to add that functionality or change that functionality in the system. So you'd be surprised, there's a ton of ideas in here. You can see here are two that I voted for a long time ago. And you could just scroll through here and see some of the top trending ideas here. But please be sure, provide your feedback. The labs team isn't going to know of a cool tool if you don't share it with them, or if you don't vote for someone that has already created that idea. Any questions about the Help and Information Center in Command? All right. So I want to jump back to the left just a little bit where you see your name. So here I can see my name and my picture. And then there's a drop-down menu. Now here you'll see the Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. I have this set up as a team, so that way I can train on the team functionality. If you are a solo agent, you won't see any of the team information here. If you are on a team, then it will show as you've been able to flip back and forth between your personal account as well as the team environment. But we're not going to talk about that this morning. Below that, we're going to jump into profile. So I'll click on profile, and this is going to be my KW Connect profile. And this is what other agents are going to see when they search for me in Command. If they have any questions, I can put all that right here. So here's a little bio. Now this bio is prefabricated by Command, so this isn't anything that I've done. But if you have a bio, you can put that here. You can see here's all of my different roles that I have, my contact information, the links to my social media accounts, the areas that I service. It has a quick overview of my transactions for the last, I think, rolling 12 months. And then it also shows all my posts that I've made, which I think are 0, across Connect. Okay.
Nick, what is that KWUID number?
This one right here?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is my personal KW university ID. So it's just a number that the system uses to know that it's me. It's not anything that we need. We don't need to give it to any other agents. You shouldn't need this. But it's there in case you ever did. If you want to make any edits to your profile, you can click Edit Profile in the top right-hand corner, and then you can just go through here and fill in all the information. Pretty simple. And I would also recommend that you double check to make sure that referral network and then all the information about your business is included to show up on your profile. All right, I'm going to go back to Command, and then I'll come up here to where my name. The next thing we're going to go through is settings. We're going to spend a fair amount of time here because settings is where you're going to go through and set up all of your integrated apps. So the first one is going to be DocuSign. So you can see here that I have my DocuSign account. I only have the ability to disconnect. If you have not set up your DocuSign account, if you use DocuSign, you must set that DocuSign up account through Command. You don't have to use your KW email, but you do have to set up your DocuSign account through Command so they know that you are affiliated with KW, and it gives you all the proper access and KPI or API feeds between the two systems. This is a free account. It's super easy to use. If you have any questions on setting up your account, please let me know. Below DocuSign, we have Facebook post scheduling. And then you also notice right here, we have Facebook Ads Manager. Those are two different APIs. The first one here for post scheduling, let's say you want to go on vacation, but every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you post something to your Facebook business account. Monday is a market stat based on that past weekend's activity. Wednesday is a recipe, and Friday is some activities you can do this coming weekend with your family. But you're taking a week-long beach trip and you don't want to think about work or real estate. Well, your Sphere doesn't know that you're on vacation, and they get used to seeing those updates from you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, what you can do is you can use command to go ahead and schedule those posts. So you can go ahead and put in your market or your stat update, and you can schedule that to go live at 11 a.m. on Monday. And you can say, you know, this week we are going to share a banana nut loaf recipe, and we can schedule that to go live on Wednesday. And then this coming weekend is some festival at Piedmont Park, and you can schedule that to go live Friday morning. So your sphere has no clue that you're out about sitting at the beach, having a Mai Tai. They're still getting the same great content, and you're still building that relationship with your database. For Facebook Ads Manager, actually, let me clarify something real fast. The Facebook post scheduling is only going to go, and those posts are only going to be seen by people that already like and follow your business page. This is not going to go to any new people outside of those that already like and follow you. Whereas Facebook Ads Manager is going to be used when you're trying to add new people into your database. So this will be part of your lead gen prospecting. This is going to be if you want to set up an ad, if you want to advertise a listing, or maybe you want to advertise an open house, or you want to use Keller Williams KW offers, or any other KW service to get people into your sphere or into your sales funnel and say, hey, I can help you buy and sell. And this is going to reach people that you don't already know. I do want to point out that you have to have a Facebook business page in order to run Facebook ads. You cannot run Facebook ads through your personal Facebook page. That being said, when you click to connect, you're actually going to log in, which is kind of seems counterintuitive, but you're going to log in using your Facebook, your personal ID for Facebook. And then it's going to show, oh, hey, Nick, welcome to Facebook, or thank you for signing into Facebook. It shows that you are affiliated with one business page, and it's going to show me that business page as that option. So I just want to point that out. I would recommend going ahead and connecting both, but please, for Ads Manager, make sure that you have a business page set up. If you are on a team, the team functionality has been updated, so you can run Facebook ads through a single team Facebook page, and then you can allocate those leads accordingly. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. We can set up some one-on-one time to go through with setting up those lead routes. In between the two Facebook options is Porch. And Porch is a free service that should automatically already be logged in for you, that you can use if you need help getting ideas of how much repairs are going to cost. So you've gotten your inspection report back, and there's 9 things on there that your client, that your buyer's really upset about. It's like, listen, these things need to get fixed, or we need to get some closing costs because I can't afford to do all this stuff. You can use Porch to get an estimate for what those repairs are going to cost in that part of town. It's not going to be exact, but it is to help kind of guide the conversation. If you're like, hey, client, I know there are 9 things on that list and you're really concerned about them. However, it really looks like it'll be about $3,000 for you to fix all 9 of them because an electrician can do 6 of the 9 and a plumber can do the other 3. Super easy. And you can use this to help you set up and justify your amendment to address concerns. Scrolling down into social, here we have Twitter. This again is post scheduling. So similar to the Facebook post scheduling, if you have a Twitter account that you like to use for your business, you can go ahead and schedule out your tweets. So again, similar to those Monday, Wednesday, Friday pieces of information, you can share that same information on Twitter or whatever it is that you like to do on Twitter. Go ahead and set that up so that way you can be, again, at the beach having that Mai Tai, and no one will be any the wiser that you are on vacation. Scrolling down for productivity, our first option here is Google Calendar. If you use Google Calendar and Gmail for your business, I would highly recommend that you connect those systems, the Gmail system, to your command, because what it will help do is anytime that you have an email correspondence or you have a meeting set up with a client, this command will be able to go through your email and say, okay, for every time that you have this email address, nick@email.com, it'll log every email correspondence or every meeting. So that way it'll be on my timeline in command. So when I go to make my quarterly call, I can say, hey, 2 months ago, we got coffee. How are things going? We should get another coffee date on the calendar. Or if we had some emails back and forth, I can click on them and say, what were we talking about? So I can just refresh myself on the conversations that I've had with my contacts. So when I call them, I give them that personal high level experience and customer service that I know they're looking for. Below that is PieSync. And PieSync is an API tool that is used to connect command to over 150 different other applications. So, as we talked about earlier, there are a ton of third-party applications and systems that are that are integrated on that one-to-one basis with command. However, there's still a ton of other services and platforms out there that agents like to use that don't have that one-to-one integration. PieSync is the way that you can connect that system to command, so then all of your systems have the same information, regardless of whether it's integrated into command or not. So let's say you have this system that you love, but it's not integrated into command. You can still connect that system to command. So as leads and information gets updated in that other system, it'll automatically load into command. So everything is all done in one place. Below that is Office 365. There are some agents that like to use Office or Outlook as their email, and that's A-OK. If you do, you can connect Office here, and similar to the Google and Gmail, it'll show all of those email correspondence and calendar invites on that contact's timeline, which will be really beneficial, again, before you follow up with them in your quarterly calls. Scrolling down, we have marketing automation. So again, we have our Twitter Ads Manager and Google AdWords. So in the event that you want to run ads on Twitter or Google AdWords, you can set those up here. I'm not a big Twitter user, so I haven't connected an account. And then for Google AdWords, if you're a big SEM person, you can run those through command. So then those leads will come directly into the system. However, I do want to point out that there is limited functionality and limited help for Google AdWords, in that if you use the Google AdWords platform, it actually provides a ton of feedback and suggestions on some keywords, some ad targeting, some copy updates. So that way it'll optimize your search ad to perform the best possible. You don't have that same functionality in command. So I might recommend that you just go straight through Google AdWords rather than going through command. Below that, we have our email services. And the first one is going to be Command Email. And Command Email is a free email that is used to send out information from command. It was originally MailJet, I think like 2 years ago, and has since been rebranded as Command Email. But with this email, you get 5,000 free emails per month. So this would include if you send out any smart plans, any campaigns through the system, you get 5,000 free emails a month. If you need more than 5,000, let's say you have a database of 5,000 and you want to send 2 emails a month, you can come over here to manage. So manage subscription, and it'll take you to the marketplace and it'll show you the different options for increased costs to get additional emails. So I can get up to 10,000 emails for $10 a month, 30,000 emails for $40 a month, and you can just go through there and find what works best for you. Now, there isn't anything that you really have to do to set up Command Email other than come in here into settings and click Manage. You need to add your sender name. So this will likely auto-populate with your name that's used for setting up your command profile. And then you need to set up your reply email. I do want to point out that when you send emails directly from command, it's going to show up as like mailer at 12345.6.kw.com or something like that. But if that client or that contact were to click reply, it would automatically reply to nicholascore@kw.com. So you want to make sure that you have your name and your reply email in here. And then down here, it's going to show you your monthly usage for emails. So that way, if you're getting close to sending all 5,000, you know that you may need to upgrade your account to get some additional emails or not. Below that, we have MailChimp. And MailChimp is another free email service provider that we have through KW. MailChimp originally was going to be the preferred email marketing partner for command. However, the way the MailChimp system set up and versus how we're trying to use things in command, it really ended up being not very compatible. The idea is that command allows us to send one-on-one personalized real estate information to each person in our database. Whereas MailChimp is set up more to send a single email to everyone in the database. So command is set up so I can send an email that's going to be directly about neighbor A and his real estate, what's going on in his neighborhood, and then a separate, totally different email to client B and then C. Whereas MailChimp is going to take one email, it's going to send it to client A, B, C, D, E, and everybody else. With MailChimp, you can still get it and you can still use it for free if you prefer the MailChimp service. And there are some benefits, there are some pros and cons compared to command email. But with MailChimp email, you get 5,000 emails per month, but you only are allowed to email up to 2,000 people per month, and you only get one target. So it's not hard if you want to send multiple targets. Let's say you have new home buyers versus sellers versus, you can go through and I can show you how to edit those targets so you can actually end up using more than one, but they do keep it pretty basic. And you do have the ability to upgrade your email account if you need that through MailChimp. But that is our different email options. The last item we have here is messaging, and that is Twilio. So Twilio is a third-party service that Command is integrated with that allows us to send and receive text messages directly through Command. I do want to point out that it does cost money. It's like right now it's like $3.16, I think, for 300 text messages or 300 credits. And you are not able to use your own personal number. Your cell phone service provider owns that number, so there's no way that you can take that and then add it into Command or Twilio. So you do have to rent a number that's included with your $3 a month or however many text messages you subscribe to. But if you want to use text messaging as a part of your smart plans, kind of a set it and forget it, you do need Twilio. Any questions about any of the apps that we have talked through so far? All right. So going down the left-hand side over here, we have general settings. I have default account here. So because I'm on a team, I have the different option of my personal account versus the team account. So when I log into Command, I can select which one is going to be my default account. Since I do most of my business within my personal, I'm going to leave that as my default account. But if you are part of a team and you need to be only in the team environment, you can select that too. So that way, every time you log in, you don't have to switch back and forth. Below that, we have command settings versus applications, which we actually just walked through all those. The next is contacts. We have the ability to contact archive. So if we needed to archive any of our contacts, we'll talk through this more in TC03, but the command is set up to prevent you from being able to incorrectly or inadvertently deleting a contact. It's actually a three-step process of archiving a contact, and then before you're able to actually remove them from the database. In the event that you archive a contact, it will show up here in the contact archive. If you're trying to add a new contact and it says this email address or phone number is already in use and you cannot find a contact in your database with that email or phone number, come here to your archive and search for that information, because it likely is that you've already created a contact using that email or phone number and then archive them and are trying to recreate them. Below that, we have database wipe. So if you want to archive all of your contacts, you can, and then delete all those archived contacts, you have the ability to do that. I would recommend that you don't do this unless you just need like a clean sweep and you still have all of that information that you can upload back into Command. Below that, we have contact tags. And we'll talk about this more in TC03, but you're able to tag all of your contacts with as many bits of information that you would like. Any type of category or unique qualifier about separate people within your database, you can create a tag for. Command has already set up a handful of them already. Let me click here where it says view 1 of 10. I'm going to click show 100. So you can see these are all the tags that I've created. It shows created by, and then it says, Nick or agent, myself, the system. As I'm going through and I'm adding contacts to my database, I can add a bunch of tags to that contact. So I can say, advertising, I know them from advertising. They're an agent. They were a lead from Agent Zip. I also created an all contacts custom tag. Just if there's ever the event that I need to add everybody to something, this makes it super easy. I've also created some tags around some sports teams, some colleges that my database is either attended or is a big fan of. You can add as many as you want. And the more ways that you can break down and categorize your database, the better it's going to be, because you'll be able to provide a more personalized one-on-one communication schedule and structure with that person. So let's say, Auburn, for instance, has a big game this Saturday and they do a great job. I can easily come into my system and I can sort by all the people that I know that are fans of Auburn and send them a text message and say, hey, congrats to all you Auburn fans. That was a great game. Super easy. And again, it's a great touch and it shows that you pay attention and care about your database. If you want to create a tag, you can come over here in the top right-hand corner and click Create Tag. You can just type in whatever it is you want the tag to be. So I'm just going to name this training 816 tag. If I want it to be a certain color, I can select that color so it kind of pops out against all the other tags that may already be in the system. And then I'll click Create. I don't actually want to add this, so I'm not going to click Create. You do also have the ability to add a contact tag directly in the contacts. So just know that as you're going through and you're adding someone, you're like, oh, I should really tag them with this. You can go ahead and you can just start typing it in that contacts card and it will automatically add it to the system. And then you will be able to use that same custom tag for every other contact that it is applicable for. Lead sources. This is going to show you all the different lead sources. Most of these are set up already by the system, but you do have the ability to create your own as well by clicking Create Custom Source. So let's say you have a Bible study group or a book club that you go to, you can, and you get some leads from that, you can mark them as coming from your book club. And that way you know where your leads are coming from and you can source your business and help plan for your business in the coming year. Below that, we have custom fields. And custom fields are similar to custom tags, but different. And it allows you to add specific information to each contact card. So for tags, it really is all about categorizing and dividing up your database into groups of like-minded or similar likes and interests, whereas a custom field is going to be able to add additional information to that contact card. So I've added ones here for college, university, favorite sports team, spouse, wedding anniversary. You can add it whatever you want. Oh, I also have child's name here because the way the system is set up is you have to add a child as a new contact, but I know that a lot of agents are uncomfortable with that, would rather have that child be nested under a contact. So by adding a custom field, I can still get that child's name on that parent's contact card without having to create a new contact. You can create a custom field up here in the top right-hand corner. You can give this a name, the contact field type, so a field. So if you want to be able to just type in a couple characters, a text area, this is going to be a handful of information, a drop down. So if it's going to be a couple different options and you need to select which option is going to be from the drop down, a date. So like a wedding date, home anniversary date, college graduation date, anything you want to know, you can have a date here, a checkbox, a number, URL, percentage, and currency. So a lot of different custom fields that you can select. So let me just type. I'm going to select text field. And then we also have this button right here that says make default custom field. If you know that you want to add this custom field to receive information for every single one of your contacts, go ahead and select make custom field or make default custom field. And that way this custom field will automatically show up on every single contact that you create. If it is not a default, you still have the ability to add it to those contacts. It just takes a couple extra steps, and this will save you some time. You do always have the ability to come back here and edit. So you can click edit. You can change the name of the custom field, the field type, and you can also make it or uncheck making this a default custom field. Below that, we have opportunity settings. First, we have have a quick question. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for joining. Client update. Command has been updated so that way, if you want to let your clients know what you've been doing on their behalf, the system can send those updates automatically. So as you build out your phases and stages in Command and all the different tasks that are associated with each phase and stage, and you check them off, the system will say, hey, client, Nick just got completed updating your listing, and his next activity is going to be XYZ. So that way, my clients don't think that I just took the listing and I'm sitting on my butt at home. I'm actually accomplishing things on their behalf, kind of doing all the work behind the scenes. And this is just letting them know, hey, Nick's working on your behalf. These are the things that he's done for you. You do get to select which clients receive these updates, because some clients probably don't want them. And you also get to select which tasks and activities get included in that update. I'll walk through this a lot more in the opportunities training. We have opportunity tags, which are going to be very similar to custom tags, but they're only going to be associated with opportunities. And an opportunity is considered a transaction or an opportunity for a piece of closed business. Opportunity archive, if you want to archive it, they'll all come here. So that way they won't show in your active contact or opportunity list, but it's all here. So if in 2 years you have a client that reaches out to you and says, hey, I need that closing disclosure for something, you can come back here to your archived opportunities, click restore, and all that information will be there. Team permissions is if you are a rainmaker on a team, you can kind of set the ability for agents on your team to be able to create an opportunity solely for them versus being under the team name. Below that, we have reporting. Nothing's in there. And then my logs. So as you go through and you import and export contacts into Command, it'll show you here your list of all of your imports. So let's just give this a second to load. All right. Imports and exports to show you all the times that you've exported out contacts from your system. Below that is the connect settings, and that's our marketing profile, and that's what we're going to walk through on Thursday. So I'm not going to jump in there. Any questions so far on any of the settings? All right, so I'm going to go home because I want to show you the Command home screen. Now you'll notice we talked through the icons on the left, and these are all the different applets that you can use in the system. We talked through all the items at the top and how you can set that up. But when you come into Command, you can set up your home screen so it provides all of the information that you can quickly glance at, and you know exactly what it is that you need to do today for your business and what you need to follow up on and what you who you need to call. So you can see here I have tasks, and this is going to show me all the tasks that I have set up for the day. So this lets me know I need to set up a meeting. I need to follow up with 1234 Main Street for my opportunity there. I can create a task directly from the screen so that I know, all right, I can come in. Here's what I need to do. To the right of that, I have recent leads. And this is going to show me all the new leads that have come into my system. So that way I can see all their information right there. I can just click on it, and it's going to take me to that contact. So I can call this lead and say, hey, I got your information. How can I help with whatever? Now, your screen may not look exactly like mine, and we're going to talk through that in just a minute. Below that, below our tasks, I have goals set up, and this is to help keep my eyes on my business. So in the beginning of the year, I went through the reports and I updated all of my goals, my financial goals, and that breaks that down into the number of closed units I need to have, under contract appointments, and leads. And the system will show me here how I am working towards achieving those. To the right of that, we have designs updates. So in designs, you have the ability to go through and make a bunch of personalized marketing material that look really professional. So if you want to see what's new here, this will just let you know what you can check out. Then we have database health, and this is just going to show how my database compares to other agents in my market center or other agents in my state, all agents, and agents in production brackets above mine. So you can see it breaks down phone number, email address, and neighborhood. So all of the information that I can include in a contact card, it's going to give me a score based on how much of each piece of information I have. It's nice because it also shows relevant to other agents in my market center. So you can see for phone number, I have 16% of my contacts have their phone number, but 61% of the office's contacts have phone numbers. So that lets me know I really need to get people's contact information. And that is going to be a reason for a touch. Hey, I'm just updating my contact. Would you mind sharing your phone number? I promise I won't spam you. Same thing with an email. With the email addresses here, I still need to get some more email addresses. Whereas physical addresses, I actually have a lot more of my contacts' addresses than most people in First Atlanta. And the same thing with neighborhoods. So in order to have neighborhoods assigned, I need to have an address to them or go through and manually assign those neighborhoods. Notepad over here to the right is if you need to just write any quick notes on something. So that way, the next time you log in, you can quickly check those notes and say, oh, right, I need to do this one thing. And then down here at the bottom, we have product updates. So the labs team is always working to update the system and make it as highly functional and as great to work with as possible. And so you can see what is going on with product updates down here. Now you may say, all right, Nick, this is cool, but I don't really care about my tasks. I don't really need to know about that, but I do want to see my goals every single day, front and center, so I can just keep my eyes on the prize and know what I need to do to achieve my business goals. Well, you do have the ability to customize your home screen so you can update the layout to match what is most important to you. To update your home screen, just click on Customize in the top right-hand corner. It's going to give you a list of all of the widgets that are available. So you can check and uncheck any of them that you want. And then it also gives you the ability to rearrange them. So you'll notice the ones over here on the left-hand side are rectangle and the one on the right are squares. For whatever reason, it doesn't allow you to move the right column and the left column back and forth. You're only allowed to move them up and down. So the left-hand column is going to be all rectangles and the right-hand column is going to be all squares. And then you can just move them into whichever order you want and then click Save. And now it has updated my home screen. So here are my goals, my database health, and my tasks. So this is what works better for me. This is what I like. So that way when I log in, I can see all the information that I need to know. What questions do you have about the layout of Command? Anything that we talked through today? Anything I can clarify for you?
Thanks, Nick. This has been helpful. Appreciate it.
You are very welcome. And as you guys are playing around and getting started in command, please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions. I'm always here to help. You can give me a call or text me. Happy to answer your question. Or if you need a little bit more time, you can go to the link in my email signature, the Calendly link, and we can set up some one-on-one time to talk through anything as well. Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.